Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here from Mile High. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here's Ward. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Jahdae Barron, the rookie first-rounder, getting the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hekker out to punt for Tennessee. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Garrett Bowles, the man flagged there.
Still 2nd down.
Here's a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and long. Throw it. Nix. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It was a frustrating series. It'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. On 1st down, it's Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
3rd and long. Here's Ward. That is intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick-6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick-6.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Titans, nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Jimmy DK now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 19 in the air. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now the jet sweep. They give it to Ridley. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down for Tennessee.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Ward. He's got a man here. That's Manor. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Still 2nd down.
Again, it's Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and a long way to go. Here's Ward. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Nix from the gun on third down. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Jim DK. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to...
And he will get into the end zone. Tyler Lockett, touchdown, Tennessee. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Titans will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 45 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
A run with Dobbins. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Tied at 10 apiece. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Fighting for the goal line. They're going stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's another Denver Broncos. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, here's DK. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense and veteran Tyler Lockett getting ready to get back to work. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Lockett headed in motion. Play action. Ward. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's Brandon Jones from his safety spot, bursting in to record the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, it's Ward. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
To return, it's Mims. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will score. Bryce Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos move out to a 24-10 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Give to Pollard running right, and he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. They get the former first-rounder out of Northwestern, Peter Skoronsky. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
The play clock down to 0. And this is not the best of sequences.
Still 3rd down.
The last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up 3rd and very long. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
While it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point, they finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Throwing is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll run here with Pollard. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Ward. This one downfield for Okonkwo. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive.
Automatic 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Ward going to keep it here on the zone read. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Offside. Defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Throw on the run is complete. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Off play action, it's Ward. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing again is Ward. Going up top. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Throwing on third down, Ward escaping to his left.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They snap it to Ward. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. For a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Here's Nix to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Mims sent in motion here. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. from the gun. They'll give it. It's Pollard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Ward going to hold on to it. And they'll take this across the 30 to about the 32.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Ward. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. A throw on the move is caught. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll give it to Dobbins. Now, a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. That one on the former Notre Dame star, Mike McGlinchey. To throw is Nix. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. 3rd and a yard. Here's Dobbins. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he's on to punt for Denver. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. shotgun snap for Wolves.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
Second down, here's Pollard. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On third down, here's Pollard. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
And it brings up fourth down.
Here's their punter now. He's on for the fifth time this afternoon. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He'll step up and run this. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And he's out of bounds, gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Broncos.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do them any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing. Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll run on 2nd down. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Titans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Titans.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st and 10, Ward. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 1. To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. On the bootleg, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Run on 1st down. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Nix now on 1st and 10. A ball deep for the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Denver 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That flag on the guard, Quinn Miners. On second down, it's Nix. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
Throwing now on third and long. And that is incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. And this is blocked.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now, there's two ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. Flush to his right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 5. From the gun, here's Ward. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll get this out wide to Pollard. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing is Ward. The throw on the run is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 2. It's picked up by one of his teammates. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the 1st down, and it sets up 4th down.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Back to throw is Nix. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos.
It's just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Broncos 31, Titans 10.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. On play action, it's Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
For a Denver Broncos.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They'll stay on the ground. And it'll get forward to about the 42. Darnell Baker in to make the stop.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 5. To throw is Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Cornerbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up in run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Ward. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to air this one out. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Sly now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer.
Titans 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Shotgun snap for Ward. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Dre Greenlaw, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing, Ward. Off-balance throw, it's complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
You can't teach speed, and a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
Throwing on third down, Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a big one for Tennessee. 36 yards.
First down.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Now, first down throw for Ward. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. Here's Ward. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it's going to be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick six in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision, doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
Let's see what they do here. This is fourth and long. They snap it to Ward. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. the Broncos offense. And their running back set to go once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On first down, here's Nix to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. This one quickly out to Lockett. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward picked off by Brandon Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Cody Barton on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Nix from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
The Titans offense ready to get back at it. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Ward. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That is hard. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 56 yards.
It was really nothing fancy that time, Mike. It was just, all right, line up and run as fast as you can. And once he got behind the defense, that ball came out quick and on time, and now they find themselves in plus territory.
Pollard. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards. But we'll need to check on the call. Now it is 1st and goal. Now it's Ward. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
To the air again. Ward. Quick throw. Taken in.
Ward's pass. Complete to David Martin-Funson.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Ward. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. Ward to throw again. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
So that'll cost them half the distance. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
2nd down and 8. They'll try the right side this time. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's 3rd and 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll try and get there on the ground. Great run there. He gets this up close to the 30-yard line. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
For a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Nick's gonna keep it on the zone read. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
That's a gain of 3.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.